Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back with another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. As today's video we are going to be doing what happened into 2K17, as you can see. And we will be simulating. We're going 18 years into the future. And here are your current champions. Dean Ambrose, your current World Heavyweight Champion. Rusev, your current United States Champion. New Day, current tag. Raw Women's Champion is Charlotte. And then for SmackDown, The Miz as Intercontinental Champion. The rest stay the same. We're starting at the Rumble. We got Charlotte in the top for the women's title. Natalya wins the championship. The American Alpha break up because we got Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. And Chad Gable won. The Miz versus Kane for the IC title. Kane wins. Kevin Owens takes on Rusev for the United States Champion. Rusev retains. And the Usos versus the New Day. The New Day wins. The Ambrose and Jericho for the world title. Ambrose wins. And now we get to the Royal Rumble. Bray Wyatt is going to WrestleMania. So the only two we're focusing on is Rumble and Mania. We're simulating with those. First up, we got Rusev and Mark Henry. Apparently, Mark Henry won the United States Champion. And he wins against Rusev. Any English and Bo Dallas? Okay. Bo Dallas wins. Natalya versus Tamina. Natalya wins. Daniel Bryan and facing Jason Jordan Naomi for some reason. Bryan wins. Taker and Ambrose win a streak. Ambrose wins against Taker. Usos versus the New Day again, and Kofi and them, and Lesnar. Isn't it supposed to be Bray Wyatt and whatever? Jericho won the title! Year 2 is here. Let's see who our current champions are this time around. Triple H is the WWE champion. Mark Henry is your United States champion. The New Day are your tag champs. Paige is your Raw Women's Champion. Triple H, and Kane is your IC champ. Still. Now let's go into year 2. We have Jason Jordan Dolph. Jason Jordan picks up a win. Becky Lynch and Paige. And Paige retains. Baron Corbin got Chad Gable. And Chad Gable wins. What? How about the Del Rio versus Kane for the IC title? And Kane picked up a win. Daniel Bryan takes on Triple H for the world title. Bryan's your new champion. New Day Usos again, and New Day wins. And finally, who wins the Rumble? John Cena won year 2. Year 2 Mania is here. What is this card? Alright, we're going to run it down. Diego versus Fernando versus Curtis Axel. What? Curtis Axel picks up a win. Big E takes on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn beats Big E. Kalisto versus Kane for the Intercontinental Championship. Who's coming out on top? Is Kane. Still champion. Becky Lynch takes on Paige, and Paige retains. Undertaker, Randy Orton. Undertaker loses to Randy to defeat the streak. Jey Uso versus Chad Gable. Jey Uso wins. And Bryan, the main event versus Triple H. Cena does not get a title shot again, and Bryan wins. Alright, year 3's Royal Rumble. Last man standing match, Jay and Connor. And Jey Uso picks up a win. Jason Jordan versus Alberto Del Rio. Del Rio won? Okay. Miz and Ziggler. Ziggler wins. Triple H and Fernando for the world title. I was about to say Fernando got that one. That was so strong. Falls count anywhere. Big Cass and Jericho. Big Cass picks up a win. The New Day versus the Dudley Boys. I forgot to show the current champions. Let me do this real quick. Let me do the current champions real quick. Are any of them the same? Oh no! Triple H is world champ. Finn Balor is United States champion. New Day still tag champs. Paige, women's champion. And Kane is still your Intercontinental champion. Who won the Rumble? John Cena won again. He won back to back. That's not me. Bray Wyatt's fighting Kane for the Intercontinental Championship. Kane won the title back. Darren Young versus Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger won. Summer Rae is facing Paige. And Paige won. Apparently won back the title. Chad Gable and Connor in a submission match. Gable picks up a win. Neville versus Sheamus. Falls County where? Sheamus wins. Randy Orton and Taker again. Second year in a row. Taker gets his win back. Daniel Bryan, Triple H, and Brock Lesnar. So the Rumble winners apparently get screwed. Triple H retains. Year 4 is here. AJ Styles and Connor. We got a submission match after Rumble. Connor wins. Sin Cara and Rusev. Sin Cara wins. Darren Young versus Kevin Owens. Darren Young wins. The Usos apparently broke up and they're wrestling each other. And Jimmy picks up a win. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. Becky Lynch is the new champion. I forgot to show I keep forgetting to show y'all the champions going into the years. But this one, Triple H is your world champion. Darren Young is your United States champion. New Day are still tagged. Becky is your women's champion. And Kane is still your IC champ. Triple H won the Rumble. Sami Zayn! I mean, it doesn't really matter, but he's going to Mania. Alright, we're almost heading to year 5, but let's go to Mania. How long are we gonna keep them? Kofi Kingston, the New Day defeats Goldust and Archer for the tag titles. Rusev defeats Sin Cara. Bray Wyatt and Jey Uso. Bray Wyatt picks up the win. Kane is still Intercontinental Champion. Never mind, he's still doing double duty, but he wins. Dean Ambrose wins. Corbin is the new Intercontinental Champion. And Randy Orton retains the WWE title. We are here in year 5, and the WWE World Heavyweight Champion is Victor. I swear, I just simulated. I did not do anything about that. Victor's the World Champion? Chris Jericho is the United States Champion. The New Day are still Tag Champions. Emma is World Champ. And Baron Corbin is still your Intercontinental Champion. We got Bell Dallas versus the English. Oh, the English picks up a win. Emma is still your women's champion. She defeats Stephanie McMahon, Dean Ambrose, and Randy Orton. And Dean Ambrose wins. Victor and Triple H for the world title. Victor's still champion? Okay, we got American Alpha picks up a win with the new title. Jey Uso and Baron Corbin. Jey Uso won the Intercontinental Championship. Year 5 is crazy. And who won the Rumble? Rusev! We got year 5, so WrestleMania before we head on to year 6. So let's see what we got. Bo Dallas defeats Kalisto. English and Simon Gotch defeat Breezango. Kevin Owens and Devon Dudley for the United States Champion. Kevin Owens picks up a win, still champion. Randy Orton Taker again, and Randy Orton wins. Rusev and Victor. Victor's still the WWE World Champion. Seth Rollins and Sheamus. Seth Rollins beats Sheamus. The main event is this. Daniel Bryan and Jey Uso for the IC title. And Jey Uso picks up a win. Year 6 is upon us. So let's see who our current champions are. Kane went from being the IC champ to being the World Heavyweight Champion. Enzo Amore is your United States Champion. New Day is still Tag Champs. Nikki Bella is your Women's Champion. And Bray Wyatt is your Intercontinental Champion. Enzo Amore beats Kevin Owens for the United States Champion. Congratulations. Rusev and Finn Balor in a full scale match. Rusev picks up a win. Emma and Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella wins. Undertaker and Bray Wyatt for the IC title. Bray Wyatt wins. Oh my goodness. Triple H and Kane for the world title. Kane wins. Jimmy versus Jay again. Jay wins. And who wins year 6? Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan. This is the finale. Curse, Axel, Bo Dallas, and Heath Slater. Heath Slater picks up a win in a triple threat. Los Matadores versus Conor Victor. Conor Victor wins. Xavier Woods and Jack Swagger. Xavier Woods beats Jack Swagger. Finn Balor and Enzo Amore, and Finn Balor wins. Undertaker, Bray Wyatt for the IC title again, and Bray Wyatt wins. Defeats the streak again. Roman Reigns, Baron Corbin, and Triple H. What a match. Baron Corbin wins. and Brock Lesnar and Daniel Bryan, and Brock Lesnar wins the title. Year 7 is upon us. Or 8. Now I'm starting to lose track. Anyway. We're in year 7. World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker. Big Show is your United States Champion. Dudley Boys are your Tag Champion. Emma is your Women's Champion. And Jey Uso is your year 8. And year 7. Whatever. It don't matter. Yeah. Sin Cara and Curtis Axel. Sin Cara picks up a win. The New Day versus the Dudley Boys, and New Day wins. Oh, Scofield wins this time. United States Champion Sami Zayn and Big Show. Big Show picks up a win in year 8. Connor beats Taker for the World Heavyweight title. Randy Orton defeats Bray Wyatt. Jey Uso retains the Intercontinental Championship against Daniel Bryan. And Sheamus won the Royal Rumble. The final year for year 8 is crazy. Year 7. It is Kevin Owens and Big Show for the U.S. Champion. Big Show picks up a win in year 7, 8. Oh my god, I think it's year 8. I'm already losing track. The Nikki Bella and Emma picks up a win. Tag champs for now they're going to win to Kofi. They're never dropping these belts. Sheamus versus Triple H. Triple H picks up a win. Dean Ambrose, Undertaker. Undertaker finally wins something. The Miz versus Alberto Del Rio. The Miz retains. And finally, Jey Uso and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan wins the IC title. Year 9 is upon us. The current champion. Sheamus is your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Jack Swagger is your current United States Champion. The Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan, finally beat the New Day. And they're walking in here as your tag champs. Emma is your Women's Champion. And your Intercontinental Champion is Daniel Bryan. So let's see what's going to happen here. Fandango wins against Curtis Axel Dallas. Jack Swagger defeats Finn Balor and retains the United States title. Nikki Bella, Emma walks out champion. Dan Bryan and Jey Uso. Jey Uso wins back the Intercontinental Championship. Triple H defeats Sheamus to win back his title. The New Day defeats the Wyatts to win back their tag titles. And Brock Lesnar won the Rumble and he's main eventing. Alright, we're doing this match again for the Rumble. Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, and Fandango. This time, Bo Dallas picks up a win. Jey Uso versus Chad Gable. And Jey Uso wins. Emma wins the Women's Championship against Nikki Bella. We got Brock Lesnar and Triple H. Not even main eventing. Triple H wins. The New Day retains against the tag champs against the Wyatts, or got it back. I don't know. Roman Reigns, Neville, and Daniel Bryan again, and Daniel Bryan wins. And Taker and Randy again, they're running it back. And Randy Orton wins! How many matches are these two gonna have at Mania? Year 10. Looking at your current champions. Year 10 is Chris Jericho winning his world champion, starting out. Cesaro, your United States champion. Of course, the New Day is tag champs. Nikki Bella, your women's champion. Daniel Bryan is your tag team champions. Kevin Owens and Cesaro, and Kevin Owens won the United States champion, retains. Big Cass and Enzo Amore defeats Los Matadores, Tyson Kidd and Victor. Victor wins. R-Truth goes versus the New Day, and of course, New Day goes over. Sasha Banks and Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella's the women's champion. Bubba Ray Dudley and Jericho for the title. Bubba Ray Dudley has won the title. And Brock won the Rumble again. This is the final year of year 10. We only technically have 8 more to go. Tyson Kidd and Bryan for the IC champion. Tyson Kidd is Intercontinental champion. Wish he had that kind of push, to be honest with you. Sasha Banks and Nikki Bella for the women's champion. Nikki Bella wins. Brock and Bubba Ray Dudley for the title. Bubba Ray still holding on to that belt. Kevin Owens versus Cesaro. Cesaro wins the United States champion. American Alpha Beast, the New Day for the tag titles. Finn Balor and Braun Strowman. Oh, why? Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, and Undertaker for the main event of WrestleMania. Can he get it done? No! Taker wins. Let's look at year 11's champions. Dean Ambrose is our World Heavyweight Champion. Darren Young is your United States Champion. The New Day is your Tag Champions. The Women's Champion is Nikki Bella. And Daniel Bryan holds the Intercontinental Champion. Now we got the Wyatts versus the Ascension. Ascension wins the match. Jimmy Uso will face Kane for the Intercontinental Champion. Jimmy Uso wins. Tyson Kidd versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Champion. Tyson Kidd wins. Kofi got Big Cass. Kofi wins. Nikki Bella defeats Sasha Banks for the Women's title. Dean Ambrose and Sheamus, and Dean Ambrose win. And finally, for year 11, who wins the Rumble? Oh my gosh, Brock Lesnar keeps doing, he wins the Rumble again. WrestleMania's upon us. Aiden English is Simon Gotch at Mania. Simon Gotch picks up a win. Jey Uso got Victor. I know you can't really see it, but Victor beats Jey. What? Press start? What? Titus O'Neil and Darren Young in a press start button match. What is that? Titus O'Neil picks up a win. Kofi Kingston, Jericho. Jericho wins. There's only one belt that's on the line tonight. Okay. Taker and Cena. That should be big. Cena defeats the Streak. Technically, everyone has. Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton. And Randy Orton wins. And Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose retains. Year 12 is here. Your current champions. Dean Ambrose is the World Heavyweight Champion. Titus O'Neil is your United States Champion. The Golden Truth are your Tag Team Champions finally. Sasha Banks is your Women's Champion. And what? Brock Lesnar's your Intercontinental Champion. Okay. Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan defeats the Wyatts. We'll have to Rumble. Chad Gable defeats Baron Corbin. Big E and Devon Dudley. Big E picks up a win. The New Day beat Enzo Cass. Brock Lesnar still holding on to the IC title. Undertaker wins the World Heavyweight Champion. The main event, Rusev won the Rumble. Is year 12. It is WrestleMania. Let's see what we got. Victor and Simon Gotch. Victor wins. The Wyatt family versus Diego Fernando. Braun Strowman and Luke Harper win. Connor and Dolph Ziggler now. Okay, we both what? Dolph wins. Neville and Devon Dudley never wins. Undertaker Rusev. Rusev wins. He's not main event at Mania or getting a title shot. Baron Corbin got Jason Jordan. The world title's not even on the line here. That sucks. And Brock wins the he retains the IC title. Alright. It is year 13. This is year 13. Your current champions. Undertaker is your World Heavyweight Champion. Cesaro is your current United States Champion. The Lucha Dragons are your current Tag Champions. Okay. Nikki Bella is your current Women's Champion. And Dolph Ziggler is your current Intercontinental Champion. Cesaro defeats Titus O'Neil to retain the title. Victor defeats Shane McMahon. The Lucha Dragons defeat Golden Truth. The Wyatt's family versus the New Day. The New Day picks up a win. Excuse me. Bryan and Ziggler for the IC title. Bryan wins the title. Randy and Taker for the World Champion. Taker wins. And who wins the Rumble? Triple H wins the Rumble. The final year. Year 12. Year 13. Mouthful, I had to count my fingers. Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan defeats Awesome Truth. Golden Truth, sorry. Kalisto Cigar defeats Los Manos for Tag Champions. Cesaro and Luke Harper for the United States Champion. Cesaro retains. Dean Ambrose and Kane. And Kane wins. Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan. And Dolph Ziggler wins. AJ Styles and Jason Jordan. AJ Styles wins. A triple threat match between Triple H, Rusev, and Taker. Undertaker picks up the win. Year 15. And this is wild. Let's see. Let's go over the champions. Braun Strowman is your World Heavyweight Champion. Rusev is your United States Champion. Harper and Bray Wyatt are your tag team champions. Nikki Bella is the women's champion. And Eric Rowan is the Intercontinental Champion. Dude. So the Wyatts have all the gold right now. Shane McMahon defeats Bo Dallas. Now we got Dolph and Rowan. Dolph wins. Sin Cara and Braun Strowman. Okay. Connor and Jimmy Uso. Connor picks up a win. Sasha Banks and Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella retains. This is crazy. Enzo Big Cass versus the New Day. Big Cass and Enzo win. And the main event, the Royal Rumble. Triple H wins the Rumble again. Here we are, WrestleMania. The United States Champion Rusev and Jack Swagger. Swagger wins. Sasha Banks and Nikki Bella. Sasha wins. Victor and Eric Rowan for the Intercontinental Champion. Eric Rowan picks up a win. Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt versus Dudleys, and the Dudleys win. Randy Orton and Taker again, and Taker finally wins. Neville and Jericho. Jericho for the world title. Kofi and Triple H. Kofi wins. It was. Oh my God. This is year 16. 2 more years to go, and we'll be done with this simulation. If you want me to do this again, comment down below. And if we hit 40 likes, I'll do this again. I'll simulate more years into the 2K17 universe mode. But here we are. This are your current champions. Undertaker, your World Heavyweight Champion. Devon Dudley, your United States Champion. The Wyatts are still your Tag Team Champions. Nikki Bella is Women's Champion. And John Cena has become Grand Slam Champion, wins the title. Intercontinental Champion. Jimmy Uso beats him though. Jericho and Goldust. And it's Jericho. Dolph Ziggler and Chad Gable. And Dolph Ziggler wins. Diego Fernando versus the New Day. And the New Day wins. The Wyatts versus Enzo and Big Cass. And the Wyatts win. Undertaker, Randy Orton. Undertaker wins. Who wins the Rumble? Jimmy Uso wins the Rumble! And he just won the Intercontinental Championship. What a surprise. Alright. Here we go. It's now time for the big one. Year 13. 16. Yeah. Final year 16. And English defeats Diego. Simon Gotch, Tyler Breeze, and Bo Dallas? What are we crap? What? Bo Dallas wins. Shane McMahon versus Curtis Axel. And Shane McMahon picks up a win. Kevin Owens versus Rusev. Kevin Owens wins. Sasha Banks and Nikki Bella. Sasha wins the title. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan again. Chad Gable wins. And the main event. Jimmy wins the world title from The Undertaker. And it was inside Hell in a Cell. We are here in year 17. Oh my goodness. And this should be interesting because let's go to year 17. See who wins. Jey Uso is the World Heavyweight Champion. Kevin Owens is your United States Champion. The Wyatt family are your tag champs. Sasha Banks is your Women's Champion. And Jimmy Uso is still your Intercontinental Champion. Let's see who wins this. Cesaro beats Kevin Owens. Kalisto defeats Connor. Dana Brooke won the Women's Champion for Sasha Banks. Luke Harper defeats Braun Strowman. Jey Uso retains. Finn Balor retains in the main event. John Cena's the Rumble winner again. Here's the next one. Connor and Victor versus Sin Cara and Kalisto. And Kalisto picks up a win. In English, and Curtis Axel. English picks up a win. Los Matadores picks up a win over Big House and Enzo. Braun Strowman defeats Luke Harper. AJ Styles defeats the Streak against Taker. Jericho beats Alberto Del Rio. And Jimmy Uso wins. Well, the final year. The final year. is here. Let's see who it is. The current champions. The World Heavyweight Champion is Alberto Del Rio. The United States Champion is Tyson Neal. The Wyatt family are your tag champs. Dana Brooke, your women's champion. And Randy Orton is your Intercontinental Champion. And Randy Orton defeats Jimmy Uso to retain the title. Big Cass and Enzo defeats the Golden Truth. Rusev and Tyson Neal. Rusev wins the United States Champion. AJ Styles defeats Jack Gable. Bubba Ray Dudley defeats Finn Balor. Alberto Del Rio retains. And who won the final Royal Rumble of the year? John Cena again. And this is the final of the year. The final Mania. Sin Cara versus Kalisto. They defeated Conor Victor. Golden Truth defeats Ultimate Torres. Dolph Ziggler got that win over Baron Corbin. The United States Champion. Sami Zayn defeats Rusev. Finn Balor and Bubba Ray Dudley. And Finn Balor picks up a win in the last man standing match. Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, and Brock Lesnar. Daniel Bryan wins in the main event of the final year. Cena, Taker. Undertaker retains the World Heavyweight Championship. Guys, that'll be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. Smash the like button. Turn on post notifications for so you don't miss an upload. That is it for the year. Let me know down in the comments below. If we get 60-ish likes or whatever I said earlier, I will go back and do more simulations in the future video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, everyone.